All right, let's dive right into this expert care guide on the absolutely striking Cherry Barb. If you're looking to elevate your aquatic husbandry and understand exactly what it takes to cultivate a truly breathtaking freshwater display, well, you are in the perfect place. Today, we're focusing entirely on one of the most captivating small cyprinids in the entire hobby. Right out of the gate, we've got to ask ourselves a pretty crucial question. Are your fish just surviving, or are they truly thriving? We are going to establish the definitive difference between simply keeping these fish alive and creating a lush ecosystem where they reach their absolute peak potential. There is a massive gap between a bare minimum setup and an enriching environment that really brings out their most vivid behaviors and colors. Here is our welfare pyramid for today. We're going to cover Meet the Cherry Barb, essential tank and water, designing the ideal habitat, tank mates and schooling, optimal diet and feeding, and we'll wrap it all up with health, breeding, and welfare. Section 1. Meet the Cherry Barb. So we're talking about the Puntius titiaea, which is a captivating, roughly 2-inch species native to the warm, shaded river basins of Sri Lanka. Specifically, they come from the Kalani and Nilwala river basins, environments really characterized by slow-flowing, gentle waters. And with proper care, these torpedo-shaped little fish can live a very healthy 4 to 6 years in your aquarium. It's a wonderful long-term commitment. Now, visually sexing your fish is actually a breeze, and it's a skill you absolutely need for maintaining a healthy school. The males sport that signature, incredibly vibrant red coloration with a much slimmer profile. The females, on the other hand, are larger and rounder with a paler, sometimes brownish red hue, and they're anchored by a very distinct dark lateral stripe, extending right from their mouth to their tail. Knowing exactly who is who in your tank is step 1 to expert care. Moving on to Section 2, Essential Tank and Water. We are laying down the non-negotiable baseline parameters here to build the foundation of our welfare pyramid. The absolute key here is that you must lock in these conservatively resolved water metrics. You want to avoid the dangerous extremes to prevent stressing your fish. While cherry barbs are known for being pretty hardy, providing a temperature between 74 and 79 degrees Fahrenheit, a slightly acidic to neutral pH of 6.0 to 7.0, and a general water hardness between 2 and 18 DGH perfectly mimics those native Sri Lankan streams. Consistency is everything. Avoid rapid fluctuations at all costs. 25 gallons. That number represents the absolute minimum tank volume, or roughly a 60 by 30 centimeter base footprint, required to house a small starting school. Remember, these are highly active fish. They spend most of their time darting around the middle and bottom levels of the water column. Even though they max out at about 2 inches, they really need that horizontal swimming space to exercise and show off their natural schooling behaviors. All right, Section 3, Designing the Ideal Habitat. Having established the bare minimum for survival, we've got to elevate our approach from just a glass box of water to a real slice of nature. By meticulously recreating their natural shaded, slow-flowing streams, you will reduce their natural skittishness and totally draw out their most vibrant red colors. They are timid by nature, so if they feel exposed under glaring lights in a bare tank, their colors will literally just fade from stress. Give them a dark, sandy substrate combined with some leaf litter to make them feel secure. Load the tank up with non-toxic plants like Java fern or hornwort, add some driftwood for hiding spots, and make sure your filter provides excellent water quality without creating a stressful, turbulent current. Section 4. Tank mates and schooling. Because look, even the absolute perfect environment is gonna fail if the neighborhood is hostile. Cherry barbs demand peaceful coexistence. That means you must strictly house them with other small, docile species and entirely avoid large or aggressive fish. Basically, if a fish can fit a 2-inch barb in its mouth, it'll eventually try to. Great companions include tetras, autosynclus catfish, and maybe smaller gouramis. They need neighbors who share both their water parameter requirements and their laid-back temperament. Now, here's a really fascinating and crucial dynamic. Maintaining a specific sex balance is absolutely essential to safely disperse male territorial aggression during spawning. Cherry barbs are schooling fish. Keep fewer than 6 and you'll end up with highly stressed hiding fish. But within that school, the males can get incredibly rowdy, and they will relentlessly chase females when it's time to breed. By ensuring you have 2 females for every male, no single female bears the brunt of that exhaustion, and you maintain a harmonious tank. Section 5. Optimal diet and feeding. Proper nutrition isn't just about filling their bellies, it's about fueling their immune system without causing lethal spikes in water toxicity. You absolutely need to commit to a varied menu for these voracious little omnivores, but strictly enforce a 3-minute eating limit per feeding to prevent leftover waste from destroying your pristine water. In the wild, they're grazing on diatoms, small insects, and plant matter. Replicate this with a high-quality plant-based flake, but supplemented heavily with protein-rich treats like brine shrimp and bloodworms, plus blanched veggies like zucchini. They will eat anything you put in front of them, so overfeeding is for sure your biggest risk. Stick to that 3-minute rule. Finally, Section 6. Health, breeding, and welfare. This is where expert-level husbandry, keen observation, and proactive care actually guarantee that 4 to 6 year lifespan. You need to treat physical warning signs as immediate, critical calls to action. The Cherry Barb is a very hardy species. They aren't prone to unique genetic diseases, but they are absolutely susceptible to common freshwater ailments if your water quality drops. If a brilliant red male suddenly looks pale, he is stressed. Check your temperature and ammonia levels immediately. Tattered fins? That's likely fin rot. If you see white salt-like dots, it's a parasite known as itch. Move the affected fish to a quarantine tank the second you spot these issues. Now for breeding. Because cherry barbs are egg scatterers, completely lacking in any parental instincts whatsoever, you have to follow this exact sequence to prevent the adults from cannibalizing their own fry. Condition the adults with high-protein live foods. Then, move an egg-bearing female and a bright red male into a separate, dimly lit 15-gallon tank. The bottom needs a protective mesh, glass marbles, or dense moss so the eggs can fall safely out of reach. The literal morning after they spawn, get the parents out of there. Once the fry are free-swimming a few days later, feed them microscopic aquatic organisms like infusoria before graduating them up to brine shrimp. So, it all boils down to this. Is your aquarium truly ready for the cherry barb? Before you bring them home, challenge yourself to review your setup against these uncompromising welfare standards to ensure your fish don't just survive, but truly thrive. Do you have the right footprint? Is the water stable and comfortably in range? Have you balanced your school with enough females? Look at your own tank. Are you providing a mere survival puddle, or are you ready to curate a thriving slice of a Sri Lankan stream? The difference is entirely up to you. So what will you upgrade in your aquarium today?